wherever you are. And I had some very lovely note, and you precious person from Africa, and of course wherever in Africa, there's such a beautiful continent. I have a little bit of an exciting message for you. In not too long a time, whether Israel is going to be happy about it, or whether they're going to cry, or whether whoever is going to do a jig, you are going to have a great discovery in Africa, that indeed what I have written about in my book so many years ago, and was also again gone into my new book, that it will be disclosed and discovered that this temple of this King Solomon was on the African continent. And that will bring a big stir. Another thing that is going to happen, that us up on your land right now, between those who come from far and the dark ones that have taken control over your planet, even they control the governments, because you cannot see somebody physically, that doesn't mean that they're not there, and you in Africa will understand that. Maybe those in the United States, there are quite a few that understand, but not all. But just listen to this. Something in the next 8 months will take place, that they will suddenly gasp and maybe start to pull themselves together and start to save the African continent and make it so that again, as I have foretold, that you will have the right amount of rains, and that grasses will grow and vegetables will grow, and of course my favorite things, flowers will blossom, and people will smile at each other, and they will thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is a major thing. And please don't live in the moment. Live seriously. As you live seriously and you think your reason, you can do good things for all. Don't be racist. This racism has created the opportunity for those that are in the dark world to go and maneuver and adjust and take hold of having people attack, slaughter and murder each other. Just look at Israel. Just only look at Israel. And you know, whether you in Israel are going to agree or disagree, but I'm a survivor of World War II. Remember that first. And I lost my family during that war. Only 2 survivors, so that's, you know, a sad thing. But if you have suffered so much, and if you have seen so much hardship, isn't it time to stop the control of the dark ones wherever they are, and whomever they are, to start to have your compassion blossom like a rose in the desert, a rose without thorns. Let it blossom, be kind, and come together and start to seriously educate one another about love and compassion and ending suffering. Both of you, as countries, must have come to a realization that suffering is too much. How need there be lost? How many of you can raise yourself up in true spirituality? And you see, I'm not speaking about any religion, because religion has been at a fault, doesn't matter who they are, of controlling and putting people in fear. Especially so many of the Christian religions that say, if you don't do this or that or the other, if you don't give me any money, you go to hell. Well, at the moment we are living upon a planet where hell is created every day. And I need to go with you and take you by the hand, because I know there can be great peace, love, and joy with Palestine and Israel. It's not going to take another 100 years, as someone wrote me and begged me to speak up from Israel. And I will speak up as much as I can, because you need to learn to practice compassion and love, you most of all upon the planet. And you in Palestine, you need to understand that this is a time of change, great change. Great harmony needs to come, and it only can happen if you come together. Stop fearing each other. That's the number one thing that I need to go to, because if we constantly live in fear, then we know. And okay, Franzel, you wrote me. Yes, I'm from Holland. And I also know that some of my ancestors escaped from France when the great nastiness took place there, and so many people were slaughtered and murdered, people that, some of them, they were basically silk traders. It is time, and I have practiced it many times. In 1996, 1997, I rescued a German child. So I have no hate to the Germans, but at the same time, some German people that I have lent money to at that time, when I could still lend some money to someone to pay their legal fees to help this child, they promised me that they would bring it back, reimbursed, and we have never ever heard from them, seen them, to bring them empowerment to the life of this child. We saved this life of this child, which is now a young woman, and may she be happy and joyous wherever she is. At the same time, I like it, Franzel, when you go out of your way and also start to demonstrate love, kindness, and compassion. We don't need more skinheads. That's what you were telling me. Your son was in the skinhead movement, which is a horrible thought. We need to move forward, not backwards.